So here I have Revoltech Yamaguchi's Raiden. Thanks, by the way, to Articulation Collectibles for lending me this piece. Raiden is really pretty. I mean, that hair, that face, that body armor. So many fine details and so well sculpted. Especially for a 6-inch figure. You've got all sorts of bolts in his armor, that muscle striation on his arms and legs, all those metal plates on his chest, shoulders, thighs, and he even sports a six-pack. His head and face are amazing. I especially love that single eye of his, the grim determination in it, and the sculpting of the hair. As you can see, it's segmented into several very visible locks. So that's really good sculpting. As for posability, well, this is a Revoltech figure. Raiden's got more than a dozen points of articulation, meaning he can do a wide variety of poses. If you can think it, Raiden can most probably do it. So let's go into detail. Hands move around, back and forward. The ball joint of the elbow allows him to rotate his forearm as well as swivel it back and forth. The shoulder is interesting. You can have Raiden raise them to look like he's shrugging. The shoulder joints also allow him to rotate his entire arm, swing him forward and back. As for the neck is pretty interesting. It has 2 points of articulation. The first is where the neck meets the chest, so yeah. And the second is where the neck meets the head, so he can nod and he can shake his head. As for the torso, you can move his chest around. It's pretty tight, but yeah, he can move his chest back and forth. You can swing it forward. You can hear the nice crunch of that ratchet there. And then the waist, yeah, you can swing it around. You can also just leave that. Anyway, so I'm totally fondling Raiden right now. Not that he'd mind. Anyway, yeah, so let's go back to the waist. Swivels, swings back and forth, and the legs, you can bend them like that. Knees, feet, you can rotate them. You can rotate this part. Same here. You can have him spread his legs. So you can do a, like a high kick there. If you're having trouble posing him, you can actually remove parts of his body, like you can remove the leg. It's tight enough that it's not gonna go flying, but it's not so tight that it's scary. I mean, you can actually remove it pretty easily, and there you go. This way you can actually see where the joints are facing. So you can move it up and down like that. You can rotate. You can also remove his upper torso. Raiden can do some fairly ridiculous poses, as I'm showing you right now. Yeah, so these are pretty awkward poses, but I'm just trying to show you the range of motion on Raiden.